frangipani, we have plumeras, we have the desert rose, and this large bush with the pink flower is called the poor man's orchid. The dark green leaf tree does bear a fruit. In some countries they call it sailor's butter. Some countries they call it alligator pear. Most of us know it today as avocados.
I'm sorry.
On the driver's side, we have what is left of a 20-acre experimental lab. Now, Mr. Ray again had botanists, scientists that would mix different fruits together to make new fruits. The most successful was the flamingo tangelo. It was so successful it was sent to President Eisenhower in the White House. Alongside of our tram, we're passing some smaller plants. Now, I did call them a plant because these are banana plants. They're not trees. They are leaves that are squeezed very tightly together to form a base. And it will take a banana 18 months to have fruit. Then it will fall over and a new plant will begin to grow. Each banana is called a finger. Each group is called a hand, and they all hang out together as a bunch. Keep your eyes open because I just saw some huge spider webs.
Where at?
On the driver's side, we're passing a large tree with a V at the bottom. As you look towards the upper part of the tree, you might see some yellow-green fruit. It's called jackfruit. Jackfruit is the largest fruit grown on a tree. It can weigh 60 to 80 pounds. I'm told it tastes a little bit like dried pears.
Cool.
Now on the passenger side, we have sugar cane, papayas. We
Papaya.
also have a variety of banana plants, and watch out for those elephant ears, Miss B.
Cool.
We don't have elephants here. Fooled you, didn't I? But the plants sometimes are named for something about them. These large heart-shaped leaf plants are called elephant ears. Now it does have a fruit in the root. It's called malanga.
Malanga.
This next area at one time was, we tried to recreate
But
our
it's
very
slow.
own rainforest.
Remember that.
And we
It's
had
slow.
several hurricanes that came through that took away the canopies. It's left us with
That
the
looks
understory
dead.
and the carpeting. But I can see that the canopy is really starting to grow back this year. In a true rainforest, you would need raincoats and flashlights because in a true rainforest, it would be raining almost all day long.
Cool.
It's very, very wet. You can find a rainforest right around the equators. That's where your rainforests
Oh, this looks cool.
are. We have our red justaceas, our Brazilian redcoats, and the two trees
look
with
at
the
that red
red
thing up
peeling
there.
bark on the passenger side are called gumbo limbo trees. Now the gumbo limbo is a native tree to Florida. It was very important to the Indians as well as some of your first explorers. They used the wood for many different things. The most popular thing the wood was used for was the merry-go-round horses. This next area is called a mitigated our wild and primitive area, meaning that the only thing we do back here is clean the tram trail. Mrs. Ray wanted everyone to see just what South Florida looked like back when the Indians lived on the property. We know that they did live here because they left us many different artifacts.
What?
Keep your eyes open, those beautiful golden silk spider webs. As they reflect in the sunlight,
Yeah, we can see that
they
right
look
now.
like gold threads. It is the female that is larger in the arachno world. The male is
Small.
only half her size.
Hey, guys, are you enjoying
And there's
nature?
two poisonous spiders in Florida. Anyone know what they are?
Oh, snap. I got that. I got that trap. I got
The
that.
black widow and the brown recluse. They're both smaller than a dime, but their bites are very, very
Poisonous?
toxic.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay, this next area is called a mitigated wetland. This is just a big word meaning man-made. somewhere in the town of Davie, someone filled in a wetland. Well, the government has tried to protect these areas for us now, because this is where we would store the water that we use every day. Whether it's drinking, we got a soft shell turtle here.
Soft turtle? Oh!
And when you see animals in a wetland, that's a good thing. That means it's living. If there
It's a
wasn't any
turtle.
animals out here, I'd be very worried about drinking that water. Yes, there is. There's tadpoles. There's minnows.
Oh,
Muscovy
duckies.
Ducks. Now, Muscovy ducks are not native to Florida. They were brought over by the Chinese when they were building the railroad. I have a beautiful great blue heron.
Where? That's a big bird.
Now remember, if the animals hear us coming, they're going to run and hide, and you're not going to get a chance to see them. If you look up in the trees, you might see some beautiful night herons. They have big orange eyes, and of course, when would they hunt? They're night herons. In front of us, we have ibis, also known as the hurricane bird.
I see something moving. I see
It's
something
believed
moving.
that if you watch those birds during hurricane season, they'll let you know as that hurricane gets closer. It's the last bird to leave before a hurricane hits, and it's the first one to return. It's a mascot for the University of Miami Hurricanes. This next area is kind of more of a swampy area where we have our bald cypress trees. These trees are deciduous. That means they will lose all their leaves in the wintertime and have new leaves come spring. Around each tree, you can have as many as 16 knees. Those knees will help them stand in the muddy water, and it will also take in extra oxygen for the trees. The Indians would take that top part of that knee, carve a little animal out of it, put it in their pocket, and carry it around for good luck.
What?
Now, one time, as far as your eyes could see, was nothing but citrus. Today, they have been replaced by the king of all tropical fruit, called the mango. There's over 250 varieties of mangoes. There's even one that tastes like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah! Can I have one? No.
Now, mangoes are native to India. But does anyone know what your fruit is, your state fruit? That's right. Well, did you know that oranges are not native to here?
Oh, these are soft leaves.
They're actually native to Asia. They were brought over on Christopher Columbus' second voyage to Hispaniola, which is Haiti today, traded for wheat, corn, rice, and then it came in through St. Augustine. Mr. Ray decided it would be a great fruit to have further south because back in the early 1900s, there wasn't a lot of citrus that made its way all the way down to South Florida.
These are very cool.
Now we have two old man bearded palms welcoming us to land of the dinosaurs. The plants around you were food for the herbivores, the plant-eating dinosaurs. We have cycads. They're queen cones.
What is that?
Cardboard plants. We also have a leaf with it looks like a white worm sticking out of the center of it. It's called kava kava.
Kava what?
Kava kava comes from the Fiji Islands. It makes a very soothing and relaxing tea. So relaxing it can make you fall right to sleep. If you look behind the kava kava, you'll see there's a pond with a green plant floating on top. It's called duckweed. Duckweed is the smallest producing plant, and it is so valuable that you could even fry it up like green eggs. It was behind the kava kava, honey. Behind all these trees now, we have teddy bear palms and triangular palms. We have macadamia nuts, wild coffee, picnic guavas, bay rum.
These are all dead.
And the large fruit pulling over the trees is called shaddocks or pomelos. It's believed to be the grandfather of the grapefruit. It can weigh 6 to 8 pounds and be the size of a bowling ball. Now on the driver's side, this is the second highest point in Broward County. Woo-hoo! It's a true mountain in Florida. You don't sound impressed. Highest point is about 3 miles east of here. It's part of the Pine Island Ridge system. And these islands run from the Everglades all the way to Dania Beach.
Hi!
Oh, look, we got a hawk.
Where?
Right here, look. Looks like a juvenile, meaning it's a teenager.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Got it.
Could be hunting for food.
Be silent, everyone.
On 2 of our 4 corners, we have
I
our
see something
state,
orange over there. That's
state
way
tree.
over there.
Orange blossom is your state flower, and the mockingbird is the state bird. These smaller trees that we have on the passenger side are called Myers lemons. If you like to watch cooking shows, you'll hear that
I like watching
Myers
those.
lemons are one of the best tasting lemons.
Those are
Little
like
thing
cool.
about Myers lemons, they're really part sour orange. So they're great when you're cooking with them. It makes a wonderful lemon curd, which is like a lemon pudding. The trees with the red bristle, called the Australian bottle brush. They are relatives to the Melaleucas. And the large bush with the red pods is known as a natto or the lipstick bush.
Lipstick? We can make lip. Oh,
It does
you know
have
Tease is gonna take
seeds that can be used as lipstick, and it's also used in coloring
I
soup,
got the
cheese,
peacock.
rice, and red M&Ms.
Red M&Ms.
The tall tree right here on the passenger side is called the North Fork Island pine. Those trees were used at one time in the masses for the old sailing ships. Now once we pull back into our tram station, we will be visiting our Flamingo Pond area.
I got the
where
garden.
we'll visit
I got
some
it.
of our animals. I want to thank you for being such great listeners. Please wait until the tram comes to a complete stop before exiting, and your guide will tell you which direction to exit on.
These are cool. Miss knows that Miss Johnson's calling you. So how do I stop it? I got so many good things. I got good things.